Greetings to readers, viewers, and listeners, and welcome to this next edition of a relatively new edition segment here on the Autistic Super Channel called "The Power of the Prompt." For those who may not be aware, um, WordPress is what the Autistic Super blog's on. From time to time, gives us blog prompts to want us to let us know how we feel about a certain topic, and explain it to the best of our abilities. This one's going to be, I think, a little easier for me right now because the the prompt that I'm going to be answering is what gives you direction in life. Honestly, it's my faith. My faith is something that's really important to me as a Roman Catholic and as an autistic individual. I feel like my faith is something that helps me see the bad times in my life and see them as good things. I feel like I feel like my faith is something that really helps me get through the tough times in my life, which is the reason why I talk about it here on at times like the Advent Hope or Letters for Lent. I want to make sure that everything's on the up and up. When it comes to talking about the right things, I feel like that gives me direction in life. What else? And what else gives me directions in life? My family. Like my family is tied to my faith, and my faith is very important to me, as noted before. Um, I always want to do the right thing by not only my faith but also my family. Like I always like to make sure I do what's right for them, what's best for how I feel they will want me to they will want me to proceed. Sometimes that could be a bad thing, but it also could be a good thing in the same respect. Um, I just to get back to my faith a little bit. Um, I went through a tough time in my life where it really wasn't where I went to a chapel. I went to a Divine Mercy chapel at a local place that I inhabit. And I was really upset at someone, really mad. Um, I was able to I was able to go to adoration and just brings my feelings to God. And what happened was that I heard this little voice, this little whisper that said to me, things will get better soon, and things did get better soon. And the individual in question, I consider one of my best friends. Um, so that's kind of like one reason is how my, even though people were saying that I uh, shouldn't think about the bad things anymore, I sometimes can't help it. Um, and how my family helps me out in that regard, and there are people that I know as family, um, that really help me talk things out. Like I have two dear friends of mine. I've got like in my circle of friends, I have like influencers, acquaintances, like people that don't know the real me, and then there's that small group of friends that understand who I am as an autistic individual and as a Roman Catholic. Um, I've mentioned them here on the Autistic Super Channel before, but I'll mention Joe Fino Jr., one of the greats that I know, a spiritual advisor to me. Kate Palmer from Grasp is another person, and I do talk to my therapist too. But I have like the small group of friends, like two individuals I'll mention right at the bat. My best friend Jason and and best-selling author Jesse Saperstein, two individuals that have seen me through like the worst that my life has gone through, and because of that, I will always have a soft spot for them. I just wanted to get that out there, just so I mean, people might think that autism is tough, and yeah, it is. I don't deny that. I mean, there are things that I wish I could change about my life too. But in some ways, if I could be autistic, that those are cards that God has given me, and I'll use them to the best of my ability. It's only fair, and I feel like that is the best thing to help me out in my life. And what gives me direction also is my therapist. Just being able to talk with her about certain things and how she helps me like change my way of thinking, even though it's hardwired at times. Definitely helps me out in the same breath too. And I again, I said my family, but my family needs to be brought up again because they're the people that have tolerated me at my worst, and they've looked at me at my best, but they've also tolerated me at my worst. And without them, I would not be the person I am today. I honestly believe that. So I know that this is a short version of the power of the prompt. I hope you all enjoy this. If you like these videos, please check me out here on WordPress on the Autistic Super Channel on YouTube. You can check out all my videos here on the Autistic Super Channel on YouTube, and also at the autisticsuperblog.wordpress.com. But you can also check me out on Facebook, Instagram, X, all that stuff. Until next time, dear readers, viewers, and listeners, stay safe, stay strong, and as always, shine on.